Today we'll talk about some tips and tricks in the new Roblox game Mini Wars, and I don't have much more to say, except you have to leave a like and subscribe for 1 year of luck. But anyways, let's start the video. So if you open up the shop button and scroll down to the passes, you see there are 6 different passes here, but the passes I recommend is the 2x money, the auto sell, and the 2 times building. The 2 times money, you get 2 times money. I don't have much more to say about that because you get it, right? However, the auto sell, if I just collect, as you see, they like sell by itself, so I don't have to go and sell it by myself. It's auto selling. However, the 2 times building, it makes the buildings go faster. So I don't really have any building right now. That's like this one. As you see, the time goes 2 times faster. So it will soon be done. As you see, it goes faster than the real seconds. So now I have this bank right here, because some buildings might take like over 3 days to complete. So that's why I think 2 times building is worth it, because it like speeds up time, so you don't have to wait that long. So that's basically all for the passes. So let's continue. If you want gems quickly, you need to actually complete this quest right here, because as you see, you get 5 gems here and 7 gems here, and then you get 7 and 10, but this one is pretty hard. But you get gems if you complete the quests, which is very good, because if you don't do that, you have to get a gem farm. So this way you can just complete this quest and earn some gems. And with the gems you go to the black market. It comes up for some minutes. In 9 minutes it leaves, but it's here right now. And as you see, you can buy stuff with your gems. So yeah, I really recommend doing the quests, because you can easily get gems from that. So that was everything for the gem part. Let's continue. Most beginners don't know this, but to actually build your buildings that you buy, you need these workshops, which you can buy in the shop if you go to special. And as you see, the workshop is here, because that's one workshop spawns 1 builder. So that's the way that you get to build houses, like buildings. So as you see, I have a couple of them right here. I know my empire is pretty unorganized, but as you see, the military part is organized, but not the rest of it. But I'm going to fix it later. But as you see, the workshops I have right here, they build my houses, because if you don't have it workshops, no one builds your buildings. So that's why you have to get the workshops, otherwise you can't get your buildings. But I think you get one when you start, but you still have to buy more, because you can't just have a big empire with just one. You need to have multiple builders on your building that you're building. That sounds very weird, but you get it. You need workshops. Next, I'm going to talk about the best military bases. So if you head over to the military right here, I'm going first to talk about if you're a beginner. So if you're a beginner, you should just take all these sheep, because you won't have that much money. However, this border tower and the sniper tower is not that good. I would rather go for the barracks. They are decent, and also the vehicle base, and then of course the tank base, the helipad. They are pretty good if you're a starter. I would recommend the vehicle base, tank base, and helipad, because they are stronger than people coming out from the barracks. And next, if you are not a beginner but still not pro, you should of course get special force, the missile hangar, and the normal hangar. I know, you should just get all of these, because all of these are good. There's no one that is bad. So just get all of these. And then if you also the missile launcher, the military hospital, however, I won't recommend buying, because it's not really worth it. It still respawns new militaries every second when one of your militaries dies. So I don't know, you choose yourself, but I wouldn't buy the military hospital actually. But then if you are more of a pro, I should of course go for all of these. But the stuff that I highly recommend is of course the air fortress and the spider base. If you're a pro, you only need these 2. You don't really need the mech station, rocket bunker, and all of these. So if you're a real pro, you just get the spider base and air fortress and you're all set. Next, let's go for the factories. If you're a pretty beginner, of course get all of these. However, I'd recommend the farms. So like the tree farm, the wheat farm, the corn farm, carrot farm, all of those. And then the wood plant is also pretty good. So see, I have very many of them. This one is full. You see, it's auto sold, so that's why auto sell is a good feature. However, get the wood plant if you're a beginner. It's like the best one. So just get the wood plant if you're a beginner. And also the research lab. So if you're a little bit medium, just get the bank and the research labs. However, if you're a noob, just get the wood plant. Then of course, if you're more of a pro, you should get the black hole generator. It's really good. The Area 51 lab, and of course the quantum core generator and the supernova accelerator. As you see, I'm a noob, so I can't even buy it because I haven't got it in the research. I'm pretty bad actually on this game, but we don't need to talk about that. And then for the houses, I know you can buy all of these, just do it if you want to. However, the small house, you get the most civilians per studs. So you get the most civilians per studs. That's why I'd recommend the small house. But of course, they take up more space because if you have a ton of small houses. So if you have like much space in your empire, just get a ton of small houses. It will be worth it. If you don't have that much space, just get the skyscraper and the manor. The manor is pretty good actually. And then just all of the skyscrapers if you don't have that much space. Next I'm going to talk about the statues, because most people don't know what they do. But if you go to the special tab here in the shop and scroll down, you see the soldier statue and the worker statue. And as you see, they inspire military units and they deal more damage. So you should like place the soldier statues near military bases. And also the worker statue like makes inspire workers, so they'll get more people working. I have like a statue right here and also statues right here. As you see, almost everyone in my city is working except this gang. I don't really know why, because I have a worker statue right here. So that's why I recommend the statues. So just go and buy them. They are pretty cheap actually. I think 100k, so it's not that much. And next, of course, if you like want to raid, you can't like raid all the bases because you have a limit. But if you are lucky to find like a server with almost no one in, that is pretty good. Well, that is very good, because then you can just raid all the bases without needing to attack someone. So that's why I recommend using private servers. As you see, I have to attack this, and I'm just cooked against the Poland team. It's not going well. So if you have a private server, use it, because then you can just easily raid all the bases without your military dies. And next I'm going to tell you a strategy that I'm using often, and that you should just skip this base and also this base. So just go straight to this military base right here. And then you should go for a city. So just skip these small camps and just go for this big military base and then the city, because as I said, you have a limit on the bases you can raid. So that's why you should just skip the small ones, because they won't give that much bonuses. I have showed them most of the tips and tricks, but I still have one more thing to show you. But I would appreciate if you could leave a like and subscribe, because that would really help me out. I don't think you know how glad I'd be if you subscribe, because I always get happy when someone subscribes. And of course, give a like. But now I'm going to show you the last thing, and that is if you head over to the edge of the map right here, or in one of the corners, you'd see this stick right here, and it's like kind of an Easter egg. It's like a text saying, I don't know who this is. I think it's maybe the dev or something, I don't know. But it's like an Easter egg that is like a stick laying here. So it's a little bit of an Easter egg. But I also have one more thing to show you, because if you go down here, there's actually a general right here, a military, and it says I'm an Easter egg, and you can actually talk with him, but it doesn't give me anything. I don't really know what it means, but it's kinda cool. So, but if you find any more Easter eggs, let me know and I make a video of them. But that was everything for this video. If you'd like more mini wars videos, as I said, please like and subscribe. I'd be really glad if you do that. And yeah, just have a nice day, and I hope these tips and tricks helped you out. And I see you in the next one. Bye!